How's it, guys? Welcome back to the second edition of Built by Ollie. And this week what I'm going to be doing is for all the guys out there that have leaky Goblin Minis, yes, I'm going to build this little bad boy, the Goblin Mini version 1. Going to do a simple build. This is not a cloud chaser's dream, this little thing. It's more for flavor. It's you know, it's got a very small build deck. It's got like slightly restricted airflow. Okay, this like chuff cap flip and drip tip is a little bit over the top, but I think it looks pretty cool. So yeah, no more leaks, guys. Let's go and wicker. So this is what I'm going to be using for this build. My little geek vape guy that I love so much, my little 510 reader. Some 26 gauge Kanthal. I've got a Curo coiler over here, a little flat for filling, and a star for the posts. Okay, a pair of scissors to cut the wick. These little snips to get nice and close to the posts when I'm clipping. This is so that I can manipulate my coils once I've placed them in. A pair of ceramic tweezers, some cotton bacon version 2, and my favorite tool of all time, my little dentist pick. I love it. Oh, and by the way, silver, I'm going to show you just now, but I've got this brand new mat and I dedicate this to you. Hope you like it. Okay, so there it is, the Goblin Mini's deck. So the build I'm going to be doing today, we're going to be doing a dual 26 gauge 8 wrap 2.5mm ID. It should come out to about 0.45 ohm. I reckon for these little guys, because of the size of the deck, you can't. I mean, you could. Yes, there are guys that put Claptons in them, and there's guys that put like bigger wire in it. But for me, for flavor, I just think the 26 is the best. 24 is still a little bit rough for it, although it can be done and you can get some decent flavor out of it. I just prefer 26. So, okay, let's get cracking here. I'm going to get my, zoom out a little bit here, get my little Curo coiler, and I'll tell you what, guys, it's not a train smash if you don't have one of these things, but if you do, man, oh man, oh man, this thing makes your life easy. So all I'll do is I'll start the first wrap. You insert it through the eyelet, start the first wrap, grab the other bit, 2.5mm, and then you just hook it in that with that screw and twist. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. I'll bring it just past, just so I can get it even. Alright, pull that out, swap it around. Okay, grip my little pliers here, and then I'll use my thumb to support this lead over here. As soon as it comes past, I'll move my thumb across like that, and I'll grab that with my finger, as you can see over here. Okay, and I'll just tug it. It means that thing's not going to go anywhere. Then I'll bring that up and across, and when I let go, see, nice and straight. It's, well, I mean, not perfectly straight, but that's kind of how you want it. It makes it easier to insert into the posts. Now, obviously, to save time, I've made another coil over here as well. So there's my 2 coils. Where is that screwdriver? There it is. No, that's the wrong one. There we go. No, that's not it. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Yeah. Sure. Okay. When you're inserting these guys, look, these Goblin Minis, they like to those screws like to bite this wire, and they like to tear it shit up. They like to clip the leads. So just when you're tightening the screws, there we go, one hole, other hole, just be careful. Now what I'll do is how I do this is how I do most of these center block builds. So anything with, like, say 4 holes, okay, with a center block, is I'll bring this the coil across over to this far post, okay, as close as possible. You see that, but not obviously not touching, just like really super close. And then I'll tighten it down, okay, just until the lead. You'll see the lead starts. It starts going up. Watch here. I'm sure you can see it on the other side there. No, you can't. Watch this. Watch this lead here. Watch this lead. See? So we go up and then. There we go. Starts turning up like that. Now, that's obviously because the screw itself is pushing it down into the post and it's raising on the other side. If you carry on tightening it down, it's going to clip your lead. Okay. So now that we've got that, I use this. So I use the base over here to push the coil. Okay. So that I've got a nice little, like it goes in straight to that hole over there. So, boom. See that? See how it's straightened that coil up and it's gone in. Then on the other side, I'll use these guys. I'll just grab that other lead and I'll pull it through, pull it up, just to get it in there. That's pretty much exactly where I want it. So then, there we go, done and done. Give it one more pull and push just to make sure it's going to behave. There we go, it's exactly how I want it. Snippety snip, these guys off because we're not going to be playing with this coil again. Well, we will when we're pulsing it, but that's not yet. We still got to get the other coil in. So 1 and 2, nice and straight. Okay, now that second coil, let us. Now there's two different ways you can do this. Okay, the first way is to just keep these leads as long, keep them long like this. All right, and then just kind of like force it through and past. Okay, now that does work. All right, but the problem with that I find like this. Okay, the problem that I find with that is now when it's time to get in there, all right, it's yes, it's so close. It's so super close. This, where's my, oh my word, where's my favorite tool in the world? Oh, okay, I'll go find it just now. Doesn't matter. I'll use a piece of wire. Let me use a piece of this fused Clapton wire. It'll work just as well. So the gap over here, all right, maybe I can go in a bit. This gap between this coil and the post here is so small and so fine that if you don't have one of these guys, okay, if you've got a regular normal one of these Okies, I mean that's so thick you're never going to be able to get it in there. So look, as soon as it's already in there and it's not and it's set, I'm gonna play this game. I'm gonna just show you how to snip it like that. But otherwise, the other way to do it is to bring this lead. Okay, so you bring, here's my Clapton. So you bring this lead here, you bring it over. Okay, so in between these two screws. So it would basically lie in between those two screws, and then you cut it just flush with these screws. Okay, if you cut it flush with the deck over here, then it's going to be too long and it's going to touch this coil when it comes out here. Okay, but if you cut it flush with the screws, I know it's such a tiny gap, but I promise you that when you're working with stuff that's this small, that gap is massive. That's like jumbo jet territory. That. Okay, so you just want to snip it just on the other side of the screws over here when it comes out. So anyway, let's get going over here. Bring it in nice and close to the deck. We'll screw it down, see that lead start raising. Okay, I don't want to go further than that. Swap this guy around. Alright, and then push. And straighten it up so that it's all nice and, what's the word I'm looking for? Perpendicular. That is the word I'm looking for. Is it really? I don't know. But same thing, we can pull it through to tighten it up. Okay, bring it up like that and screw it down. boom, that's just it right there. If I had to go any further, there's a point, you know, there's a point. If you have to go any further than that, then you know you're going to have an issue. It's going to flip and clip that lead, and trust me, you own a Goblin Mini, you know what clipping leads is all about, these flipping things. So bring it across. Let's see how close I can get it with these. Oh, maybe I can get a little bit more than that. There we go. Cool. Perfecto mondo. Perfecto mondo. Yep, nothing sticking out here, and on the other side, yeah, no, we're clear everywhere. Nothing sticking out there. Yeah, so that's it. I'm gonna start pinching and pulsing this thing now. Let me zoom out for that so you guys can see what it's reading. Okay. 0.41. Okay, that is going to settle, and it'll probably come out to about 0.45. Let's hope. Okay, now before I fire this thing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to strum it a bit. I don't know why this works. So maybe Yerks can educate me, but my theory is that it just, by strumming it like this, you're evening those chords out. The vibration is kind of moving them all into place. But yes, it works a flippin' dream. Sometimes I don't even have to pinch my coils after strumming, but this one I know I will. I know I will have to pinch. It's just one of those things, you get those feelings. And when I get that feeling, I don't know, was that Lionel Richie? Ooh. Okay, one more time, one more fiddle before we fire. Let's just make sure these guys are straight arrows. Yeah, they're all in line. Okay, start firing. Oh, I can hear it. Just pulse and pulse and pulse. See, this guy over here is looking good. This guy at the back, he's gonna. Look at that. Look at that. 100%. I didn't even have to pinch. They are both glowing beautifully. Watch it. Look at that. No pinching. Haha. Just strumming. But for good measure, just for good measure, I'm going to give it a pinch anyway. Okay. There we go. Let's just give it a pinch. 0.43. Is that where you're going to settle it, bro? 0.43. Looks like 0.43. Okay, hopefully. Sorry, I just need to. Alright, so we got down to 0.43. Let's wickets. Okay, let's go out a bit here. Alright, now this is the headache part. This is where I see a lot of guys tweaking. They don't know which method to use. They've seen an oak on YouTube do it. Hey, look, a guy on YouTube. They've seen a guy on YouTube do it, and he's some reviewer, and he said this is how you should wick it. And check here, this is my thing. This is my theory. These reviewers, I'm not saying they're bad builders. I'm not saying anything, but they get so many products that they don't actually have time to spend with them. Okay, so they'll get a new tank, they'll get something, and they'll have to build it, wick it, test it, you know, get the flavor out of it, bang a review out, and then you know, they tell you the review and their thoughts of the thing, and they pack it away and they never ever use it again. So will that build or wiki method really stand the test of time? Will it actually be a good method? We don't know. So this is the method that I've been using, and it's just been working. It works flawlessly every single time. So what I'll do is I'll grip my little Kojin dough, Not Cajun dough, it's bacon, bro, bacon. My cotton bacon. And I'll just give it a bit of a, you know, you just work it through your fingers like this, you know, just get it all nice and cylindrical and whatnot. Okay, and what I'll do is I'll sharpen the one end. Let's pull it through. Okay, just until it's like a little bit tight. Then scissor, I'll snip that end off, kind of there, because I need a little bit of length on this for now. And then make it nice and sharp and pull it through on this side. Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. There it is there. Boom. Okay, that's exactly what I'm looking for there. So now I've got these 4 long bits. The method that I use is a bunny ear method. So I'll bring these wicks up, okay, into a point, and then my cap, this will go over here. So make sure it's the right way up, okay. Team OCD is not going to love you if you've got an upside down cap. So what I'll do is I'll bring it through, bring it over, just make sure all the cotton is through, and it's not actually, I mean, you should be able to maybe lift this thing with that cotton. You want it all up, you don't want anything bending or folding underneath. Let me just find these threads, there we go, and screw it down. Okay, then give it a haircut, yeah. Flush with the top of the cap, just give it a cut. Okay, so you've got that kind of effect. Okay, so it looks like that. Then what you can do is I move them up and around a little bit like this, and then flush with the cap. I just carry on cutting. Just make sure it's all trimmed and chopped and looking all nice and flush. Okay, now this is when the juice comes into play. So what I'm using is geez, like I've got min left. I've gone through this. I bought this bottle, geez, like yesterday afternoon. Look at it, it's Sunday afternoon now. That's a day, it's gone. Oh well, there's enough in here for another fill up, so especially in this tank because it's so small. So yeah, Clamy Throne 3 mg, butterscotch and brown sugar, amazing juice, amazing. So let's get a dropper full, and you just want to wet the top, okay, letting it saturate. Get a decent amount on the top because obviously that cotton is going to draw it all through. Alright, and then it's time for my favorite tool. So what we do now is, let me zoom in on this again. Okay, we're going to need to separate this. I want to get 4 quadrants, so 4 sections of wick. Okay, 1, 2. So let's just clear this section. Okay, so there's that separated. Now this bit over here, over that screw, we'll separate that section. I don't want that. Okay, and then this section here is the last one. Okay, so now you have 4 bits of wick, and you know what, by doing that now I've actually discovered a long one. So let's chops, get rid of all that excess. You don't want too much wick in here, that's the key. If you have too much wick, it's going to be too compact and then you're going to get dry hits. So once you've got to this part over here, you just want to take a little screwdriver or a little something, whatever you've got that's small, and you want to push this wicky material down. You want to push it down just so that it covers the channels. Okay, so the juice is going to wick up here, and it's going to hit the bottom. But you'll know, you'll feel when to stop. Okay, because it's going to start giving you a little bit of resistance when you push, but you don't want to push too hard, because if you push too hard, once again, it's going to compact those wicks in those holes over there, and it's going to compact them too much, and it's going to give you a dry hit. So you just want to push. I'll just move this one. Let's move that one there. Take the third one, push it down, and you'll feel that resistance. Like I'm getting it now. You'll know exactly when to stop. Okay, fourth one, down. Okay, so then you've basically got that effect. But this is, your job's not over. You'll see I've done it with this one a little bit. But what you want to do is, because by doing it like this, okay, this is like here, like so your airflow has to come from here and here. So if you've got this cotton covering those areas, you're going to have no airflow. So what I do then is I'll just bring it across and over, and I just clear that little airflow. I'll clear that path. It's not much you do on the inside here, but it's mostly on the outside. So let's just move it across. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That looks good. Yeah, that looks good. Let's get some vapors going. Look at that. Lovely. Alright guys, so I'm glad well, I'm not glad, I'm hope that you guys are happy with that. Simple build. Look, you could do a whole bunch of different wires in here, as long as you don't go over 2.5 mil. 3 mil is going to give you hell. Like this this fused Clapton wire that I was using to point out earlier, this stuff I'm actually going to put it in here at like probably, I don't know, maybe tomorrow or the next day. But because of the thickness and the size of the wire, I'm going to have to put it in over a 2mm drill bit. Okay, so a 2mm screwdriver. Where's it? There it is here. Because it's just, otherwise there's going to be too much wire in there, not enough space for airflow and stuff like that. So I'm going to see how and test that and see how it works out. So yeah, let's I'm going to fill it up now and then go back up top, and we can have a vape, and I'll tell you how delicious this juice is. Okay, ladies and gents, here it is. The build I've just done. I'm running on my little VTC Mini, 35 watts. It's settled at 0.45 ohm, just where I thought it would be. No, I'm actually going to take it up. We go 30. Let's go 38 watts, just to be risky, because that's actually a sweet spot for this. There we go. I haven't even vaped this yet. Oh, this juice, I flippin' love this juice. Such a good juice. Oh. Oh no, that's a good build, eh? Flavour. The flavour is intense. As long as you wick it the way I've showed you, through the top, bunny ears, trim, jam it in the corners, you will never, ever get a leak. I have never, since wicking it like that, had this thing leak on me. I've had this thing for ages. I mean, I got it the day it landed. I mean, in South Africa, you know, you work in a vape shop, you get the perks of the job, eh? So, yeah, and this thing has never leaked on me. All right, every now and again, especially when the wicks start aging, you'll get a little bit of sweating. Okay, just basically, you know, because the air holes are on the bottom, straight through on the bottom over there, you do get a bit of sweating on top of the mod. But I mean, obviously, I've just cleaned this, so there's no leaking or sweating or anything yet. Well, no leaking; it'll never leak, but sweating, not yet. So, yeah, that's basically it, guys. Until the next one, I think my next one, sure, I'm not sure. it's a toss-up between the Bellis and the Silver Play Nano, but we'll flip a coin during the week, and yeah, you'll see it next weekend. So cheers guys, thanks for watching, and I need to come up with a little catchphrase at the end of the thing, hey? Oh, something like I don't know, I'll think of something and I'll gooi it in next time. So yeah, keep building. There's a good one.